Convo Kings in the studio, baby. We back, we hot, and I got a finger in my face. Damn. What's going on, y'all?
Oh, man.
Yeah, keep on keeping.
Keep on keeping. I think he said. I think he was wanting to say keep on pimping.
Yeah.
I unfortunately have to go back to work tomorrow, so I'm dreading it.
We all do.
Yeah, after 2 weeks.
Yeah, we all back at home now after being on live in location in South Charlotte.
We was on the road, y'all.
Yes, we were.
We were the road dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The road kings.
The rednecks come up to the party.
Hey, we were the road kings.
And like,
Joy in the Jeep, and we were jumping ditches and shrubs.
Oh, yeah.
And pissing in parking lots.
Yep.
Yep.
The rednecks have arrived to the party.
We left our impression.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
That was I couldn't help but laugh at that one guy in the purple shirt, the purple tie. When we first
he just didn't know.
Oh, they kept staring at us.
He was like, the damn white people are here. and
I don't know what to do.
It's modern day bonanza.
Mm.
They got an Asian lady with them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but Jonathan over there.
Yeah.
A pretty solid dude.
Yeah, he's pretty solid dude.
Yeah. So he put us out. We actually had an article written about us.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
I shared it too.
That was pretty prideful moment there.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. That was outside, I believe, all of our comfort zones.
Yeah.
But we're making those steps
Yep.
and putting ourselves outside that for a purpose.
Yes.
I enjoyed it though.
We have it under our belt now.
At first, it just took me a few minutes to get into it, but then I started.
Daniel, you didn't say a cotton picking word.
Bitch, I was talking to the other dude.
Not on camera, you what?
No,
I talked to the health guy. I said a
I
bunch
can
of that.
rewind that.
Oh, I watched the video already.
What did he say to the guy? Did anybody?
I kept talking about how I changed my diet from the breakfast.
He did say something about
Son of a
There he is. There he is.
I'm about to show you what to do that.
He can't even do that. I'll have a blue Christmas.
When I start getting passionate about something, you'll start hearing it come out.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I can just see you over there doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Oh shit!
Yep, that's Daniel.
Oh goodness, yeah. Well, we're back in the studio.
We're back in the studio. We had a
Get
great
that
time.
finger at your ass.
I'm gonna do a little shout out here to Chris and Ashley for their ugly sweater party.
Yes, that was
we
wonderful.
had a ball.
Oh, I had a ball on my titty.
They were. You did. You had one on each titty. But beautiful house, beautiful place. Their hospitality could not have been any better.
Did you not feel just right at home?
I felt right at home.
I felt like I was where I was supposed to be.
I felt like if I'd been there much longer, I'd just kick my shoes off.
Oh yeah.
You were about there.
Yep.
We were all about there doing them damn
the Jello shots out of the syringe.
Yes.
Man, and she had the perfect mixture, so you didn't. They were like dangerous. So
yeah. I think she gonna have to step her game up. Ashley, if you listen, the Christmas games, we're gonna have to do better next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think she was counting on.
You're saying that from the winning side.
Who won?
Yeah,
we did.
Did we win? I didn't never hear that.
Because they always kept on accusing me and Mike of cheating.
Yeah.
I mean, you were flirting this out now.
I wasn't cheating, though, but it was just like, hey, if you're not going to answer that.
Yeah, David knew the answer.
Diarrhea of the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. But
you almost beat Mike.
We had a large time.
Yeah.
Large time. They have a very beautiful home.
Yes, it is.
Their dog is amazing.
Yeah, Bear.
Bear is just.
He was one of our.
He's the life of the party.
Dogs. Me and Joy were training dogs.
Life of the party.
He was working the room, wasn't he?
He was. He went to each and every person. Worked each person.
He about knocked my ribs off my plate.
I seen that. He got your chips.
Yeah, he did. But he didn't even eat it.
Yeah, I know.
Son bitch.
He tried to act the fool when we was all leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, he got out there. He wanted Miss Joy's Jeep, baby.
Oh, he knew how many times, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he knew all them times we rode in that thing.
Oh, yeah. So, the big topic this week, we're going to talk about some artificial intelligence.
This shit that scares me to death.
The AI.
Now,
The devil.
the devil.
So I'm gonna bounce it off everybody in the room. Joy,
Mm-hmm.
now holler at me.
Where's our fairy at?
I need a little sprinkle. That's right. Joy, what is AI to you? And tell me you. Don't tell me what David told you.
I ain't told him nothing, actually.
Shit.
I didn't tell him nothing about AI.
What he does with, like, his creations of, like, people and things like that, my mind always goes to the robots.
Mm-hmm.
Japanese robots. You know, and them pretty much kind of, like, taking over of what we do. But I have learned that over time it's more than just that aspect of it. Me personally, I love going to, whenever I do go to Bojangles, I do like the fact of my order is always correct. Whether or not it is packed and prepared properly is a completely different story.
So the human side of it is
now.
flawed.
Yes.
Speaking of that Bojangles one, have you ever been on the inside of the Bojangles when there's somebody ordering through the AI?
Mm-mm.
The microphone comes on, you can hear every word. Like you know how they
heard
cook out.
Every word when people were.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so you know how like a cookout when you order and it's on the loudspeaker in there.
Mm-hmm.
When the AI is talking, so when you're outside at the drive-thru, all you hear is the AI.
Mm-hmm.
But on the inside in the store, they hear everything you say. They can't hear, but they can't hear her, but they hear you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it's so weird.
Am I the only one that heard, like, when you're in the store, you could hear the people on the speaker?
No, I've heard that before.
Yeah, I heard that before.
Yeah, before you were talking through a microphone between people, a person was talking to you, but
okay.
So Daniel, what is AI to you?
Scary.
Okay, we know you're afraid because you're a pussy.
He's got vaginitis.
What is AI?
The devil.
The devil.
Oh, God.
Okay. Next person. David, what is AI to you?
Well, I think that there's going to be two people in the world
in
the next few years. There's going to be people that know how to harness AI, and there's going to be people that are jobless.
Okay.
And now, taking out some of the skill trades, but I'm saying anybody that deals with computers or anything like that, there's going to be two types of different people in the world.
It's going to take over.
Okay.
That, and then my other thought of it is somebody that like me that has ADD, it allows me to get my imagination out.
Okay.
Without, like, trying to draw it. Like, I can talk to this. Now you can verbally talk to it.
Yes. We're going to get into that here in a minute.
And describe what my brain is thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then it spits it out. So, me personally, I love it to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
I think that anything that has helped us along the way, any modern technology can always be exploited. Where it's adding, there have been some marriages that have been ruined because people, like, literally, there was a guy that lost his job, a principal. He lost his job because a guy didn't like him for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
And basically had AI talking as him, calling people racial slurs.
Yeah, remember that was one of the stories that I covered one of the weeks.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but I read another. It came across my videos the other day, and they went.
He said it made his boss look racist.
And he lost his job. And
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, better got it back.
That ain't right.
And going a little further,
that's where I'm scared of.
Yeah. So now I'll tell you this. Hold 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Squirrel moment. Facebook the other day had to announce that they are now backing off. They were making, like I was doing on Instagram, making people. Facebook was doing it.
Yes.
And they were just adding people, like when you would get a follower from somebody, it would be Facebook doing the following.
Mm-hmm.
And then you turn around, and when you're ready to monetize, they delete their account.
Yes.
And then you lose followers.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a form of control.
Yep. So, So like I said, it goes back to any tool's great until it's exploited, just like a firearm.
So, artificial intelligence.
Yep.
What is the lowest form of it that you could like exemplify?
The drive-through.
Let's go lower than that.
Siri.
Lower than that.
Lower than the cell phone.
Mm-hmm. It's been around for a long time.
I mean, you got
first one that comes to my mind. Calculators were a form of AI.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, were they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They did the math for you.
So like artificial.
Like my TI-85 or whatever had the graphs and the graph calculator.
Information into.
Is that what you were going to say?
No.
Oh.
Something. So that kind of leads on to my next point. Are we using it and not actually knowing that it's AI? Because a lot of people tell you, like Daniel, not picking on him.
Yeah.
But he's scared.
Hell, I won't.
Yeah. He's scared of it.
Yeah.
I asked him, what is it? I don't know. I'm scared of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine.
I'm not scared of it from the artist standpoint.
Well, don't backpedal now. Just hang in there.
Mm-hmm.
But
have the courage of your face. Yeah.
GPS is a form of AI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't exactly like it either.
Plug it in, and it looks at your route. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be perverted and call it a route like Siri does, but it looks at the route. It plans where you're going according to the traffic, wrecks.
Yep.
Why does it tell you there's a speed trap ahead?
Somebody reported
it. Or it's been looking at your driving habits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I also report it too. So whenever I can go on there and hit.
Well, yeah, of course that, but it doesn't. It has the option not to tell you that person has hit that. But
yes,
but knowing your driving habits, I can see that absolutely.
So things that we would think of, like appliances in your house.
Yep. It'll tell you how empty your refrigerator is now.
Yes. So I did a little bit of digging on, let's see, what was my website? Goodhousekeeping.com.
Oh, wow. You even came with a source.
Yes. The 7 best smart refrigerators of last year, according to experts. Best overall smart refrigerator? Samsung.
That's what we have.
Yep, I love that company.
I do.
26.5 cubic feet, large capacity, 3-door refrigerator with a family hub.
Ours don't got that.
This refrigerator has a built-in camera in the refrigerator.
Yep.
To where when you're walking in the grocery store, you can see what's in your refrigerator.
Yeah. Now, can it catch the little man that cuts the light off?
No.
Damn it.
Now, I will say on that one, I have a family member.
You do? Dang.
I have a family member who has one of these really high-end smart fridges.
Oh, yeah. They probably got the
they got the KitchenAid version of it.
Yeah.
They have the KitchenAid one. Theirs actually has a glass door on the front, and it illuminates with like a screen that shows you a picture of the inside from the outside. But his will text him what is missing in the fridge and how much it costs to replace it, and it'll already.
Samsung will do it too.
Yeah. That's basically what it looks like.
Yeah, that's it.
I think that is the fridge they got.
Yeah, that's the Samsung refrigerator.
No, but it'll automatically put it in their shopping cart.
Yes.
Yeah.
The item when they're done with eggs or whatever.
It has an integrated family hub, so all your smart devices can work together. That's what you're talking about. Can be controlled from this large screen. Not only can you display family photos, so it's got a photo album. Ask Alexa to set a timer. It can leave a note to buy eggs or share calendars. It'll show you who's at your front door.
Yep.
If you're in the kitchen.
Yep.
This refrigerator is a whopping $3,059.
That ain't bad. That's pretty good.
My refrigerator off of Facebook Marketplace cost me $100.
You said mine wasn't even that.
I can buy $2,900 worth of groceries.
Hey,
we got a General Electric.
For people like me too, we ain't got no youngins at home to call though.
That's true.
Mine's a Whirlpool.
So if we at the store and we buying groceries, I ain't got nobody. So I would rely. So
who I gonna call the cat?
Huh?
Who am I gonna call the cat?
Well, I'm just saying it's a personal preference. Is what I'm saying.
No, I just open the fridge. I see what I'm missing. I write it down. I go to the grocery store and I get it.
Okay, well, you're perfect. Nobody else is. I'm sorry.
I'm just old school.
Mm-hmm.
So in what
Daniel,
we do,
I think if anybody's old school, would be me.
I'm old school as hell. Trust me, I was raised by some old people, and I am old.
But you knew school. You're a bitch.
I think about everybody in my family was old. Yeah, I think
they call me Peepaw.
I think I was raised by old people too.
Everybody at work calls me Peepaw.
In your everyday life, in your work, and the way things are automated. Yes.
Optimus Prime.
Do you run into any AI on your job?
I work at one of the one of the most old school places in the world.
You know he's perfect, right?
No, I work at the old.
Perfect. You don't have to deal with AI, right? He don't have to deal with AI. He lives 15 minutes from everywhere.
Oh yeah.
His family don't have a Samsung; they have a KitchenAid. Yeah, they're too good for Samsung, right? And he has a, whatever you're about to say, I guarantee you, he's gonna have something better.
He will, but it's okay.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have AI at work.
You probably
may not
do.
Think you do.
You clock in and out.
Nope. We write them on timesheets. We got paper.
How do you get paid?
The bank.
The bank?
Oh. That's like saying, where do I shit in the toilet?
So, no, they pay him like they pay Ray Charles. They count out ones every Friday.
They give us a check in an envelope.
Okay.
Every 2 weeks.
Something printed that check out.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in my actual job, my everyday that I deal with, my job does not have it.
Does your lawnmowers have a digital counter on it to tell you how many hours it's running?
I don't know. They actually pay attention.
Yes, they do. You ever run a skid steer?
Yeah, we got a key on ours.
Well, all of them have keys.
So
there's no screen.
You were talking a little bit about it earlier, Dave.
Uh-huh.
How in years to come, you think there's going to be a lot of jobs taken away,
absolutely,
and replaced by AI.
Yep.
Our truck is AI. Has to, which is out of screen.
Yep.
So, elaborate a little bit on that.
Can
you see it in your field of work now?
Yep. Do I see it on a daily basis, or can I see it happening?
Could you foresee it in the future?
Absolutely. Okay. I could see the higher ups where I work finding out that they could have a skid steer run and do a perfect grade.
Yes.
Just like there's a machine that the ball field crew has.
Yes.
It's a laser machine. No. Well, the robot.
Yeah.
But they also have a laser machine now that will keep a perfect grade.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. There's some of your high-end
API machine.
Yeah, the grading companies, they have laser graders.
Yeah. So that's AI.
That is AI.
So what's to say? So the military already has jets that fly along.
Yes.
Why aren't we going to have skid steers that can outgrade?
They already have those.
They do.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about in
our field.
In my field right now. Yes. Do I think?
It comes down to budget now. But eventually, when the price comes down.
Let's listen to this, though. The average person, right? The average employee, how much are they spending? Because I looked on mine and counting my payroll and my benefits, my retirement. If you count all that up, it's pretty on up there.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So if I was one of those higher ups and saw that I could have that piece of machinery, and over its lifetime, I'm paying a fraction of what I'm paying the human. What keeps you from doing it?
That's exactly right.
Politics.
Like we're seeing it now in...
Politics may drive into it. You know why? You ain't going to have no HR nightmares with a bunch of robots.
That's true.
They ain't going to take too long for lunch. They ain't going to be sick.
They ain't going to take lunch.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't going to take too long.
Their lunch or their oil change.
Their mama ain't going to get sick. The cat ain't going to get worms.
Yeah, you heard that. You know who you are. But they're even putting it into the farming world now.
Well, the farming thing's been a while.
Yeah, to where you used to have a man in a combine, a man in a tractor to go out there. Your flyover states, as some of our country music artists have put it, you fly over and you see just square cornfields. That's GPS coordinates.
Yep.
To where you plant it. You harvest it,
you
fertilize it, everything, and you've got to ride it one time. Once you save those GPS coordinates, you plug in where you want your tractor or your implement to enter the field, and then it takes care of the rest of it from there.
Just like the painting robots for the ball field.
Yes.
Now, this year, they're going to paint the overflow parking lots.
Ah. They finally figured that out, huh? That's funny. Another thing. So, sorry, I'm doing math in my head.
You're good.
My math on man.
2005 when I started with the breathing apparatus company that used to be based out of Monroe.
Yeah.
Going along into the filter room, they took a bunch of people and moved them out and started mass producing filters by robots.
Yep.
Assembly, packaging.
GM.
Yeah, applying labels.
Yep.
And this was just small town Monroe.
Yep.
But their production went up, costs went down,
and
then the robots broke. What happens? You've got to have people come in and fix those robots.
For now.
Yes.
In the meantime, you got to have...
sooner or later, there's going to be a maintenance robot.
Yeah. I believe that.
Oh, no, Dad, yeah. Hey, you giggle. It's coming. You know, a few years ago, we could not land a rocket back.
Right.
Elon Musk has used AI, and he's been able to land it.
That thing looked funny as hell coming down with that big thruster on the bottom, and then them wings flipped out of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you know what? He amazes me. Like, you know, I may not agree with everything he says or does, but his brain is out there.
Yeah.
I think he's got like a connection with Nikola Tesla or something.
Oh goodness.
He really confuses.
That's not a bad idea. A bad thought. Yeah.
It really confuses me though.
But he probably doesn't do it all alone either.
What does he have that the modern day man doesn't besides money?
Testosterone.
I've got more testosterone than he does.
What does he have?
What does he have that the modern day man, besides
money,
4 figures, 4 commas in his bank account?
That's basically
it.
But did he build that rocket?
No. He probably didn't even design it.
No. He used scientists that were not afraid.
So he's funding them.
That, and he is a progressive that'll allow them to make all the mistakes to get it right.
He's also probably not micromanaging the shit out of them.
Well, that's what I said. He allows them to make the mistakes to get it right.
Yes.
So,
but again, what does he have that your everyday man? And I'm not. It's a rhetorical question because the 4 of us in this room, we go out here in the parking lot and we start putting a rocket together. I don't care if it's stuff full of newspapers.
Yeah.
Somebody before sundown tomorrow is going to show up in that parking lot and ask us what we're doing.
Yep.
Well, I'm planning on shooting this rocket.
Yeah, he's got politics.
Well, hell, he's on the cabinet now.
That's what I'm saying. He's got politics to back him that the average man does not have.
I think maybe what it was is that they noticed how powerful he was. So instead of, that...
They decided to friend him.
You can't beat him. Join him.
Yes.
So that's what he has.
They decided to friend him and keep him close instead of making him an enemy.
Yeah.
So gentlemen that I work with, that's my next point I'm getting into. How could it be a hindrance to you?
How can it be a hindrance? Well, there you can easily, like I said before, I could literally make video of both of y'all. There's a new app that came out last week, and literally just have to have a picture, or actually just a little bit of y'all talking, and on camera,
right?
And I can make you talk and say anything I want you to say.
Right. That goes back to that Randy Travis song they made.
But he's saying what the negative side of it is. So I could do that. I can, once you learn. So there is a hiccup, right? So the program, it only let me take that back because they changed that last week too. But before, the only information that ChatGPT had and most AI models had was the last update, which was like October 2023.
I heard it was kind of old.
Yeah, but it actually went live. Like you can do like a live search now.
Okay.
So it can give you figures and all that now. So like I think eventually I guess the worry for me is that it'll become self-aware.
Yes.
AI warfare.
Skynet.
Like Skynet.
Yeah. That's my biggest thing is it's like if it becomes self-aware, what stops it from saying, okay, y'all are going to do this, or I'm going to launch some nuclear.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I said AI warfare.
But as of right now, like today, sitting here, there's voice, there's video.
Mm-hmm.
If you learn how to get into the like nitty gritty of it, you can have it write codes for things.
Mm-hmm.
You could use it on the dark web, I'm sure.
Yes.
I don't mess with the dark web just because there's, it's the dark web.
There's too much out there.
Yeah.
You have a package outside your door where you can get off the internet.
Yeah.
So kind of where I was going with that. You take Daniel in, for instance. And Daniel, I hate to keep picking on you, but you here, so suck it up, buttercup. You and that stubby little finger. But you take Daniel, for instance.
Yeah.
Doesn't know a whole lot about it.
Yeah. By choice.
By choice.
Mm.
If Daniel was to get a wild hair up his ass and say, you know what? David talks about it a lot. I look up to David. I'm going to try AI out. I'm going to try GPT.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to try to make a schedule for my landscaping business.
Yeah.
He makes a schedule. It goes great. And then, like you're saying, it starts to build and change things. Mm-hmm. And they come back and it bites him in the ass. So a gentleman that I work with, one of his relatives got into ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
He made a schedule for some of the people that work for him.
Yeah.
And he pulled the first thing that it spit out.
No, yeah.
He didn't read it. He didn't proof it. Turned it in.
Yeah.
And his coworkers ate him alive.
Yeah,
they tore it apart. So that's that trying to use it without being educated.
Yeah, you got to you have to read everything that it so I would say like 80%, like there's like an 80% saturation rate like on YouTube and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you pay attention to the voices and stuff. But if you really like for me, I know what the words that it typically uses.
Yes.
And I can pick out which videos are like real and what they're done by whatever. So you have to go through. You just can't because I mean for a long time you'd say give me a balloon sitting on a chair,
right?
And you might get had to like redefine everything,
right?
But I mean it's getting better about that now. But it occasionally will add like 8 fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's weird. So you can't.
No,
that right there though, that's operator error.
Oh yeah, all day long.
So
no AI that I've seen was as bad as what we saw last night. All those AI images from China.
Oh yeah, like the clothing in the back.
Oh my god, those looked horrible.
That was pretty bad.
In the prints.
Well, a lot of concern is too now is that people are like imitating art.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah, they're imitating art and selling it.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a lot of that. Oh, there went something.
That was our little finger on the desk.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, but I guess AI that one was on the computer desk.
No, that was DI. That was Dustin Incorporated. Tried to snatch something off the desk. I'm taking my cup.
You done took the whole.
I swear, it just keeps getting worse.
Could AI possibly make it to where we don't have 9 million cords?
Eventually, yeah.
They can make it look like we have.
That's the charge.
Oh, okay. I was like, we're taking
technical difficulties.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
If you can still hear yourself, we're good.
We're going to build a wall.
So, yeah, we're going to have to build a wall over here for me.
Mm-hmm.
But, so we touched on it a little bit earlier.
I'll make you build it.
Tell me the experience you've had with the drive-thrus.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's never been negative. It's just like, but I do notice that there's no, it will sit there and try to sell you everything on that menu.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I also had, he got my order wrong one time.
I've never
reading it one time.
I've never had that yet, and I'm not saying that it won't.
They probably don't understand redneck.
Well,
yeah, I speak pretty fluent redneck, and I've never had it get my order wrong. But the only one we have that I frequent, and I'm not really even going to say frequent, but I went through Taco Bell in Monroe the other day, and it comes on and it starts talking, and I tell it I wanted a number 7. I wanted to change my crunchy taco to a soft taco. I noticed, and you have to have patience dealing with it.
Yep.
It doesn't give you that option until your live operator comes on at the end and says, "Okay, sir, does everything look right on the screen?"
See, mine never even had that come on with our Bojangles. Mine never has a live operator come on.
I hadn't had it at Bojangles, so I haven't had the live person.
So at the end, at Taco Bell in Monroe, the actual person punching the buttons, I guess, to put in the food.
I did notice at Taco Bell,
Yeah, they'll come on and they ask, does everything look right on the screen? Then you can make changes.
See, that's one thing I've noticed about the Bojangles one. There's nobody punching it in. The computer pops up on their computer screen.
Yeah, the one
at Bojangles is pretty advanced.
Yeah, I think the one at Bojangles is more advanced than the one at Taco Bell.
But it got my order wrong one time because I kept telling it that I wanted a chicken biscuit, and it kept putting chicken sandwich. The chicken sandwich on there. I started getting mad and yelling because they got an attitude with me.
Oh yeah,
she'll get an attitude with you.
That's another thing too. If you ask the same question to ChatGPT more than once, you keep on asking it, it eventually gets frustrated.
Yes.
So how does it it's already starting to have human emotions?
That or it was programmed with emotions.
So the same gentleman that I was speaking of earlier that I work with, this was just all impromptu in planning for today's podcast. I went in and talked to him just to stop by and see him 5 minutes, 10 minutes, see how the plant's going, see how he was doing. It turned into an hour-and-a-half conversation. And he uses GPT a lot.
Yes.
He's got speakers set up in his office. He's got it on his phone to where all he's got to say is "Good morning, GPT," and just start talking. Because we were talking about the whole drive-through experience, and he tells this thing because from what he was asking me, he's like, "How do you know that it was AI? How do you know that it was automated and not someone talking?" And our generation, we've dealt with computers and phones and software so much, you can tell, at least I can, that the emotion's there, but there's no human error in what they're doing. He would talk to this thing, and it sounded like a late 30s, early 40s African-American man.
Yeah.
And, I mean, just told him everything that he wanted to know. He said, "You know what? I want you to pretend like you're a drive-thru and take my order."
Yeah.
And so there's no menu, there's no set prices or nothing. And he's asking it all these kind of questions. And he's like, "All right, let me change this and tell me how much my order will be." Comes up at the end, $10.50. And oh, by the way, add a drink on there. Okay, that'll be an extra $2.19. Your order's now this. And he just kind of run that little scenario for me.
Yeah.
And he's like, if that was you out in your automobile, he said, could you tell that was AI? I said, yes, absolutely. There's no human error in it. There's no background noise. There's no nothing going on.
So
but you know that like with ChatGPT 4, just like you said, I don't say I say act as a blank.
Right.
And then do this or that. But while you're doing it, add in atmosphere.
Yes.
And it will add in the sounds that you're looking for.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's there.
So like if you had somebody come to you and say, Dustin, your speaker didn't have ambiance.
Mm-hmm.
You could literally say, well, okay, next time you tell me that order, use Bojangles ambiance.
Yes.
And it will have people talking in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Like
now,
back and forth.
Where the company wouldn't want to do that, though, is they don't want you to, when you're talking to the AI, they wouldn't want you to have a hard time understanding if they hear backgrounds stuff.
He's saying that he was wanting ambiance.
No, I'm saying I'm saying yes, artificial intelligence can make it to it. I'm just saying, but it'll always probably be like it is like when you go there now, and you can tell because it makes it easier to understand without all that in the background. It's the whole point of kind of taking out that human.
Well, yeah, but he was just talking about.
I know.
Tell if I wanted to hide it.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would add the ambiance and the human error.
That's why I knew that's what.
But you can also train models now.
Mm-hmm.
So it can basically become you.
Yes.
It'll listen to you talk.
Mm-hmm.
You can record yourself, right, on camera and do your normal mannerisms.
Right.
And literally, I could do this podcast without us being here.
Right.
But I like the human connection behind it.
Yes.
It's not
the putting in the work and getting out of it.
But
nuts of it.
But you could do that, yes.
Yeah. So moving into that, let's talk about AI in entertainment.
Yep.
So just like you're saying, it's advanced enough now to where you could produce this podcast without us being here.
Yes.
We've had enough media.
Yep.
We've had enough camera time.
Yep.
You could do the whole thing if you wanted to and make everything else obsolete.
Yes.
It's that human interaction that drives it, that makes it worthwhile.
Yes.
How have you noticed it in social media platforms?
No, it's everywhere.
Used to.
I've noticed that.
You could see to where that young lady's real. She's in her car. She's driving down the road. Now, you tell GPT or AI, whatever your software is, to create that, play them side by side. Who can notice the real and who can notice the fake?
I know it because the steps are always a half a step off.
Steps.
Yep. Like if somebody's walking,
the movement,
you pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
There's not natural flow.
Okay.
If you're not paying attention to it,
mm-hmm.
you wouldn't know. But like me, I'm sitting there editing something, and I'm like, no, I don't like that.
Right.
Know. So, yeah. So it's always the movement is it's always off half a beat.
Okay.
And on the
like playing a song, but you're the only one in the band that's half off.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what it'll do.
Okay.
I've noticed in the still images too how you because there's been a couple I had
dude, there's so many still images I could do right now you'd never pick.
No, I had there's some I saw and the only reason why I was able to pick it up was a little bit of the color saturation.
No, see, I
just a little.
So y'all are must be connected via AI or something because that was the next thing.
Yeah.
So
I have been into it more than you think.
Yeah, all these pictures that you see,
he make it naked,
like traveling the world.
Yeah.
Used to, you could go out there and find pictures that you knew were authentic.
Yeah.
Like Australia.
Yeah.
You see people standing next to the road. You see wild animals in the background. Now it comes up and says top 10 places everybody wants to go in 2025. And yeah, Miss Joy, I'm stealing you cord. You can pull it if you need to.
There's two of them.
Or you can use this one right here that I about snatched off David's.
Oh, you did snatch it off.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Yeah, it's that one. Just pull it through.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. We're back.
Yeah.
But some of these places that you're like, man, I'd like to stand on that mountain made of ice and look over that blue crystal water. You'll never do it because it's not real.
It don't exist.
Yeah, that place doesn't exist. It came out of somebody's mind. Yeah. It's just, it used to
Video games are all AI.
Huh?
Video games are AI.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they have been for years.
But some of them are getting, like I saw some pictures recently of teachers of the new GTA 6.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be able to tell that like you ain't watching like a Netflix film almost.
Right.
With real actors.
Yeah. David, what's the latest Madden game you played?
Oh, God, it was 20...
What, 21, 22?
23.
23? So not that old.
No.
Compare it to NCAA football 97.
Yeah. Yeah,
where it's just your little guy running across the screen.
With the circle around it.
Yeah.
And now
you went with 16-bit, now it's at 100-bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the grass.
Yep.
When the ball hits the field, you'll see the turf move.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost real.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, when I was playing Red Dead, there were moments there, like, during the game, I'd be so into the graphics and everything when something would happen. It actually would, like jar me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
So.
we go down that rabbit hole, and I'm going to sit here and talk till this time tomorrow.
I know, right?
I'm a big Red Dead fan. So, our next topic, well, I was going to get you to elaborate on how you use GPT in your platforms to create some of the images that you do.
Yeah.
And we kind of touched on it already, but you go in and tell it to, like, you've created our characters for Convo Kings.
Yeah.
So how did you go about doing that?
I go in there and, like, if I want it to be like the Funko Pop, I'll say, you know, you are an illustrator and I need this picture, and I would describe the person,
right?
How I see them, and what clothes they have, and then, you know, and sit there but you don't get the perfect, like, result the first time you hit enter.
Right.
So you're talking probably, I don't know, an hour or so on each character. So, but you can also go to ChatGPT and say, act as a copywriter and make me an image prompt for a black candle with a yellow flame.
Right.
And it knows how to make the prompt to talk to the image generator to make it look realistic.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, you can use one for the other instead of, because, I mean, there's some people that can write these prompts like they're poets.
Right.
And then, like me, I'm sitting there and I can write the prompts, but if I can say, hey, ChatGPT, I need this picture, this is what I need. And then it prints out the prompt, I copy, paste it in the other engine, and voila. You know, so an hour of work turns into 15 minutes of work. So,
So
yeah, that's how
all our Royal fans, I'm going to throw David under the bus right here for a minute. We're going to need some footage to kind of like mesh our two podcasts together. We're going to need one of the nuns chasing Daniel's character from the Convo Kings on some of our next new videos.
Yeah.
See what we can do with that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
That's right. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yep. Yeah.
So, let's see. I'm going through my list here.
Yeah.
Ethics and religion.
Oh.
Yeah, that might be a... just imagine where robots might have their own rights.
No.
Or where AI-generated tweets may cause, like, international incidents.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yes. So, I just done a quick Google search.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go back to my gallery and pull up my Google search.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
And why?
So, all I did was put in robots having their own rights.
Yeah.
First thing pops up, AI overview. Imagine that. Whether robots should have rights is a controversial topic that has been debated by philosophers, legal scholars, and others.
Yeah.
It gives you another little button to go down there further.
Yeah, I know, right?
So some argue that robots should have rights if they reach a certain level of sentience or have certain cognitive and affective capacities.
Yeah.
Others point to how non-human entities like corporations are legally treated as people with rights anyway.
Yeah. I think that's bullcrap.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, it's kind of already out there anyway. So back when I was working with y'all, we were doing a job at Ramir Bearden Park, downtown Charlotte.
Yeah.
Some form of AI, some form of robot, whatever you want to call it. It's GPS, but it's food delivery. We're standing out there working.
That Domino's thing.
It's not Domino's. This was some sort of donuts. I'd have to dig through my phone.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a little pink 4-wheeled robot. It's got a little antenna on it. We messed with it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I stepped out in front of it. It stopped.
Yeah.
Backed up, turned, went around me. I stuck my foot under the wheel. It didn't stop then. It run on my damn toe. But it was a form of, it had its own cognizance.
Like the floor cleaners at Walmart.
Yes.
They'll stop if you move in the way.
Or just go into our freaking vehicles.
Well, yeah, the Tesla.
All the sensors.
Yeah.
Your Honda did.
Well, it didn't drive.
It braked itself.
It would brake.
It would stop itself.
Yeah. So that I got into a little bit of that this weekend with my father-in-law. He got a new pickup. They have adaptive cruise control.
Yep.
Yeah, because my mom's CRV has that from like 2020.
Yeah.
Right.
But
it will stop itself.
Yep.
As long as you set it to be 1 car length, 2 car length.
Yep. Up to 6, I think.
Yeah. Behind the car in front of you.
Yeah.
And as soon as it realizes that car length is more, you'll feel the motor engage and it'll pick up and it'll start back. As long as there's a vehicle in front of you.
Yep.
It
shoots a beam out to it. It literally just chases it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like LiDAR.
Yeah.
Yes. Just like LiDAR.
Because that's what I know on the Hondas, it was up on the windshield, but some of the Jeeps, you see, they got that big round.
Like I don't know, like.
It shoots a laser out.
Or something like that, conscious, and like, if you can give it rights.
Because
that's just a whole nother, that's a Pandora box.
Yeah. I don't believe the human race is ready for that yet.
No.
Now, what about giving rights to the Tesla robot?
A right turn.
So I've watched the military robots that are in the prototype versions, how they'll put a M16 or AK-47 in its hands, and this guy's got a big set of cojones, but it's just tearing it up, da-da-da-da, and he steps out. It realizes, and it stops shooting.
Yep.
Human target. Stop shooting.
They also have the dog.
Yes.
To replace like the Malinois. Yep.
Imagine if you're overseas and like your country is like, way behind us. And this robot just comes running up out of the damn mist with a damn AK and a damn robot dog, like, coming at your head. I'd be dropping everything down surrounded right there.
What do you think about that, though? Would you not rather have that form out there instead of the young men and women?
Of course I would.
I would.
Until it comes back and fights back.
Would you rather send your son or that robot?
Yeah, that's true. That robot's replaceable.
Until that robot starts fighting back.
Well, that's inevitable.
And they did it with those robots. They would go out there and walk up behind it, and they'd kick it over. Straight on its face.
Yeah.
It'd upright itself, spring itself back to its feet,
and
it'd go right back to work.
Yep.
Step out in front of it, and it stops shooting.
It has
a target.
Objective.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying, though.
And it quits.
What about when those things start turning on us?
So there is.
That's where I'm scared.
That. Okay. To say it's not a possibility would be a lie.
Yes.
But I think
it's already getting emotions.
Yeah. But there's no emotion that it has to attack humans.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
But let's elaborate a little bit more on that. So more with the gentleman that I work with.
Mm-hmm.
In years back, there were certain AI systems that they left running overnight as a experiment and a project.
Yeah.
They come back in. The next day, it had learned its own language.
Yeah. Yeah.
And talk. Somehow chosen that it wanted to learn the Persian language.
Yep.
So it could speak in languages that nobody could.
It's a language that wasn't heard by it in that area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it did it on its own.
Yeah. Oh, it's an adaptive learning software. It learns. But I think, honestly, I think it would have more mercy than a human would.
Yes.
Because it has there's no
bias.
Right.
It can't be rich.
No.
I mean, what's it going to do with that?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to make money.
I mean, it could clean your bank account out tomorrow.
Right. It's going to start pimping all the other robots.
I mean, David, you showed us a video earlier when we first got here. It was 2 cell phones talking to one another.
Yep. Yep. I mean, it was two cell phones talking back and forth about how to get rid of mankind.
Yeah. So I've kind of built all these questions up to go right into what you just said. How does the human aspect, the human side of it, keep the evil out of it?
The only way you're going, well, that's the thing is anything. I mean, guns have been used by evil people.
Yes.
So will AI. AI will be used by somebody evil.
Yes.
What keeps the robots from becoming? I mean, everybody's got a dark part of them. Every human. So you're programming that part of you. You're programming yourself into that robot. I mean, that's how the robot has become human-like.
The 3 of us sitting in this room, if we started playing with ChatGPT, and just for instance, there is no motives behind this, but just say I said, hey, whatever, I want to unalive the president.
Yep.
Is there a red flag that goes up somewhere on an app?
Yep.
And it's probably already going off right now.
Before you know it, there's a knock at the door.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. If you ask ChatGPT that, yeah.
Or, I mean, even down to more simplistic than that. You take a lonely man. This day and time, what's the number one selling thing that makes money?
Sex.
Yes. You take a lonely man who is by himself, who cannot and will not get out of his house.
He is SEO queen.
That was kind of the whole point. I kind of was feeling reading it before he got there.
You get that man. If he takes,
I'll take sex for $500, please, Alex.
Oh my gosh! If he builds like an affinity for, just say, your wife, you live across the street from him.
Yeah.
And he tells his AI
to look like her.
No. How do I kidnap my neighbor's wife?
Oh shit!
It's still gonna go off. You're still gonna have red flags.
Yeah.
Because you're using verbiage, malicious verbiage.
Right.
Believe me, it seems like it's what they call free internet, but it ain't that free.
Right.
Now you could, like Daniel said, you could probably say this is a picture. I mean, I could go
on Facebook and get a picture.
I could get a picture on Facebook and say, make me a virtual girlfriend that looks like this.
So
I think maybe kidnaps and stuff like that actually probably would become less of a thing. Because, you could program like a robot to be whatever it is that you want to be.
Yeah. So that leads me to my next point. What Daniel said. You go in and you tell it to create this person. And you start talking to it. And you build an affection to it. And you start...
After a while, you might feel like you're actually talking to that person across the street.
So in Japan, a 14-year-old young man took his own life.
Yeah, because the ChatGPT told it to. Didn't he? Is that the one where he said kill himself?
Yes.
Yeah, I read about that.
Yeah. It was calling him my king.
Yep.
And it had, it was playing the lead female actor in Game of Thrones. What was the long blonde haired chick?
Oh, Targaryen.
Yeah, Targaryen. He had told his AI system to build like her persona, and he would come home or go in his room every day and talk to this thing.
Yep.
And eventually, it told him to unalive himself.
Yep.
Just out of nowhere.
So the one that I have has a thing on there. It has therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can click on it and you it'll say how you doing today.
Right.
And
it's an AI
therapist. I played with it. I played with it for like 10 minutes one morning, and I was like, I'll be honest with you, I went to work with more of a positive attitude. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's, like you said, there's two sides of a coin.
Yes.
Right? So, like, somebody that's private that don't want to talk to a therapist, and they have an app like that, and the therapist isn't telling you to go off yourself, but they're offering you the words that a therapist would offer you.
Right.
You're not paying the hundreds of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a positive side to it.
There is a positive side to that.
So, yeah, I guess it's like I said it.
Then you got somebody else out of a job.
Well, yeah. I mean,
so what you gonna do when there's nothing but robots working and everybody's fucking no job? Everybody.
That goes back to what he said first. There's going to be people who understand.
There's going to be people that are gods of the AI.
Yes. But there's not going to be but so many people that are going to be that need
and
to
then
do
there's
that.
going to be the people that are going to be the commoner. No, because y'all have me.
Just picking. I raised my hand and then I pointed it down.
Oh, there you go.
You suck.
You have been judged and been found wanting some sex.
You lonely bastard.
Lord have mercy.
I'm staring into your throat.
It's not in there. I left it at home.
Yeah.
Is that why your eyes are so black?
Yes.
But no, there is two sides of that coin. And I think it's almost like a Budweiser. Drink responsibly.
Yes.
Use ChatGPT and every AI responsibly.
Yes. AI responsible, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't just go out here and play with it and think you're going to run the world. And
well,
I might start running the block with it.
Yeah.
Bring me some money.
Oh, the old shrimp pimp.
Now, there's been several programs that I was reading some stuff and I haven't played with it yet, but there was a guy that used it and he was like, you have to, okay. So he told
Did you feel
the AI that it could not fail. What?
Something was like, the whole room just shook.
You'd be all right. Anyway, it's probably the Secret Service people. You're going to get him for saying what he said.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm not knowing you.
Listen for the knock at the door.
No, I see a red dot on your forehead.
That's fine.
They won't come in here. Anyway, I digress. I don't forgot what I was going to say.
Daniel squirreled you. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Never mind. It's a different. It's a lost topic.
It's gone now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you'll think of it right here again in a minute and you can interrupt Daniel. His news stories. What you got for me this week, baby?
What news stories?
I gave you a list of stuff.
Yeah. You had your homework to do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Maybe the AI interrupted and didn't send me. Maybe the AI didn't send me the message. It intercepted it.
You know what? Maybe I need to do that. Yeah. I'm gonna start using it and send Daniel Dustin messages every 10 minutes.
I might make an OnlyFans of it.
I already tried that one.
He said he already tried that one.
Make an OnlyFans account.
They won't let you.
Somebody
you have to. No, you can't. You can't do it. Believe me.
Make it look like
I
me
have
and
a perfect model and everything.
everything.
Can't do it. You can have them. Now, I did have some Indian guys paying to get private pictures.
Oh yeah,
I did for a minute.
Were you making them?
Yeah. Every time they sent me a request, I was making like $10 or $12 a month.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I just got tired of I don't know. I felt like I needed to take 4 showers every day when they text me.
Oh no!
They probably send you pictures of certain parts you don't want to see.
I told them on there if I saw it, I'd delete it. And if you pay attention, a lot of the when I was on there, a lot of the women they'll say that if you send me unsolicited, your account will get blocked or whatever. So
I do not want to see your member.
Nope.
I just want to show you mine.
I don't even want to do that unless you're paying me.
That's right.
But no, yeah, I did it for a while trying to figure out little loopholes and because working with the real ones, they get spotty, man. They'll be there and then they don't want to wear it, and then I'm like, whatever, And then so I was like, I'm just gonna make my own up, and I made her up. She looked good, and but there's they got markers on their websites where they won't allow it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, no. Now, Daniel, if you want to join the Patreon, I'll give you all you tell me what picture you want, what woman you want, I'll make her for you.
I can make my own.
And good luck.
I don't know why, but I just suddenly thought of the Matrix, the woman in the red dress.
But check this out though. There's another topic there. Before Daniel gets started, Scarlett Johansson.
Yes.
They asked her to voice one of the AI models that are coming out, and she said no, and turned it down hard.
Right.
And they were, like you said, they left it running, and overnight, that computer became Scarlett Johansson.
Yes.
So she had to sue to stop that voice from being used. And it took her months because the judge was like, they didn't use it. Use a computer.
Right.
Who am I suing? Who are you suing here? The person or the computer?
Yeah.
You can't sue a computer.
No.
So that goes back to, I hope they logged that when they say, well, the computer gets rights. No, well, we couldn't sue them a year ago, so they can't have rights now.
That's a good way to think about that.
So I logged that one, putting it in my hat. All right, Daniel, it's on you, bud.
There's this girl that's receiving blood transfusions to fight aging from her own son.
Red Hot Chili Peppers wrote a song about that.
So she's using her minority son to get blood infusions.
Wow.
So she can get the youth that's in his blood. Apparently, because it helps keep you.
Why is the minority? Is that like
the child?
I think he was just trying to refer to him as a minor.
Sorry, minor.
Minor. Oh, yeah. I was like, where's the minority?
The minority thing. I was rolling out of my head.
No, it was a minor. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, a minor son.
She's using her minor son's blood.
Is it coal or copper?
Huh?
I'm just fucking minor.
That went over his head.
The fact that but I don't see how that could be illegal. But it's in California. Apparently, it's in California. They're letting them do it.
Taking blood out of him?
She's doing blood transfusions. They're taking his blood and putting it in her.
Oh wow! I thought it was maybe like placenta or something.
No, they're doing blood transfusions, so like you would for if you go get a kidney blood.
Does it work?
I mean, if you look at the picture of her, and she's like almost 70. I mean,
Miss Joy, lock that door. We finna put a needle in Daniel.
Yeah, we all gonna be 10 years younger.
Oh shit!
We might have high cholesterol. We're gonna look better.
I mean, if you look at her now versus when she was 25, she may be of age 5 years.
Dang. Okay then.
But she's paying $99,000 per transfusion. Yeah.
Young, dumb, and broke.
She's trying to reverse aging. She almost looks younger than she did when she was that age, but
wow. Sounds like she's trying, then.
She's a self-proclaimed human Barbie.
Oh God.
Yeah. She's also his grandmother's trying to get him to share with her as well. So they're ending up killing this man, trying to suck all his blood out, basically. So it's like vampires. It's not like vampires. Like, I mean, just saying.
Wow.
But like,
fucking idiots.
Yep.
I just think it's weird.
No, it's weird.
So where's he getting his blood from? And they're taking his blood.
Yeah,
remaking it. Yeah, that's weird. Mm-hmm. They probably do it.
How's it legal? Is what I'm trying to get. Because he should be able
to me.
It's under 18. I don't feel like he should be. I mean, I guess it's because she's his guardian. It's unethical as hell.
Yeah. The moral compass is thrown out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's I mean, she's from Argentina, moved to LA for this reason, and she's been doing it for a while apparently.
Dang. That's kind of jacked up.
That is jacked up.
She only eats fish, but not any other meats.
Pescatarian.
She splashes out nearly $1,000 a week just on wellness treatments such as injections, IVs, and vitamins and more.
So how do we know that stuff ain't not blood?
That's true.
She requires 8 hours of sleep and an hour of exercise every day.
What everybody's supposed to do.
No, but she does it religiously.
Well, yeah. Well, you do that religiously.
Yeah.
Start to look better. Wow. Okay.
She also does plastic surgery as well.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think I've seen her, that human Barbie.
It don't look much like a Barbie.
No, this girl doesn't. She actually looks good.
She looks like plastic.
No, this girl I'm looking at looking good.
Okay.
It's surprising. Kind of the first thing that came to my mind when I saw this whole thing. But I was like, but at the end of the day, even if it, it may be legal, but who could put their own son through that shit?
Apparently her.
Not only like, well, if you...
There's people out there that's heartless like that.
I just don't understand how you could do that to your own, literally your own blood. No pun intended.
Good question.
What was that girl y'all used to talk about on the Dark Hour? Her mama did all that shit to her. And then,
Gypsy.
Yeah.
Gypsy Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like talking that name because it puts her back in the spotlight.
A lot of stuff going on with that. They talk about that. Yeah. The tides have shifted on that one.
There's demented people in this world, man.
Yeah.
They don't care just as long as they glorifies them.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, you don't see much of her anymore either.
She
I don't.
I cut on my YouTube. That's all I see is Gypsy Rose. Because she just had a baby.
None of that pops up on my phone.
Yeah.
Story number 2. What you got?
I researched a little bit more stuff. So.
Prankster arrested after reportedly filming himself spraying food at Walmart with bug killer.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Story number 3. I don't even want it. No, I'm just picking.
Charles Smith, 27, was charged with a felony level poisoning and misdemeanor level criminal damage. The incident on December 19th around 8:30 p.m., police said that when the suspect entered a Walmart intending to film pranks for social media, that he then grabbed a can of bug killer without paying for it. He aimed to spray at both produce and prepared items such as rotisserie chickens and started spraying.
Nice.
So he's basically spraying like the hot shot or on various on vegetables, fruit, rotisserie chickens, anything that was available for purchase that was fresh and you could get through in the packaging.
Yeah.
David, you say he needs to do a bid.
And then he left.
Bid in prison.
Oh, yes.
And then he decided to leave, but he voluntarily turned himself in several hours later.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean somebody didn't buy any of that. And
oh, yeah.
Who's to say, even if they noticed, like, hey, say the store noticed that I bought that rotisserie chicken, who's to say I didn't take that leg off and eat it, as I was walking around or even when I left.
I don't know. That's crazy.
Because it took 24 hours before they actually noticed.
Wow.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So now they're saying the Walmart told Fox News Digital that it's always our top priority and confirmed that all tainted products were removed from shelves. But it took 24 hours, so were they all really removed?
Yeah, right.
Especially rotisserie chicken, that's a daily thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So somebody ate some pesticide somewhere.
The next one.
The next one, gym owner bans new members in January. Says, yeah.
Okay.
So
I like that.
He bans any new memberships for the whole month of January.
No more New Year's resolutions.
Nope.
Joining my gym.
Nope.
Quit.
Yeah. So it says they have no people use as resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm not going to let you use my gym as a resolution. if you're not going to stick with it.
That's pretty good, yeah. He should. Amen to him.
He turns around. He doesn't. It's not. He turns around. He said he doesn't accept any new memberships in the whole month of January unless he does extensive interviews with them first in the contract.
I don't work out that bad.
We stopped signups on New Year's Eve.
Good for you.
Yeah. Although if it was for New Year's resolution, I feel like I would start doing that in December, but I'd start buying it, about Christmas time. I start thinking about
There's
that.
a lot of people procrastinate on that. Oh, I'm gonna join the gym. I'm gonna do this, and about 15 days in, that bed gets feeling better and better. And you don't want to get up at 4 o'clock to be to the gym at 5.
Let me tell you something. I had to get up at 3 to get there, and
Let me tell you something.
it's gonna be hard tomorrow, but I'm gonna be there.
Hey.
You ain't as overweight as I am either.
And then I did some facts.
Some facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, you told me to start looking at some facts.
There's some facts at us there.
What facts did I tell you to look at?
Danielson?
He said to start looking at weird, quirky facts.
Oh, yeah.
Chainsaws were first invented for childbirth. Did you know that?
I'm sorry.
I visualized that one for a microsecond.
Yeah.
It did turn out well.
It was developed in Scotland, and they were hand crank at the time, but it was developed in Scotland in the late 18th century to help aid and speed up the process of childbirth, widening widening certain things. Well, because the chainsaw can cut through bone. Yeah. The knife cannot.
Push. I can't move. I'll get it out.
It wasn't until it wasn't.
I heard her down.
It wasn't until the start of the 20th century that we started using chainsaws for wood chopping.
That'll make you wake you up in the morning, boys.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
1 in 18 people have a third nipple.
I don't.
It's caused by a mutation in inactive genes.
Wow.
1 in 18 people.
Dang. So if there was 18...
There's 1 million people in Charlotte, so that tells you how many people around Charlotte have three nipples.
I'm just saying, if there was 18 people in this room, one of them motherfuckers had a third nipple.
That's what it says.
Wow.
Supposedly. According to statistics.
A lightning bolt is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. At 54,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's cooking.
It's as hot as us.
All right, one more. Do you got one more?
Yeah, I have one more. I'm just trying to figure out where the fuck it was. Oh, the microwave was invented after a researcher walked by a radar tube and chocolate bar melted in his pocket.
Ah, okay.
Huh.
That sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's our facts for today. Very good.
Very good.
Yeah, I kind of like this better news stories. They're funny to me.
Yeah. That's why I give them to you.
Yeah. You know the difference between Daniel doing the news and Daniel doing the big, quirky, weird facts?
What?
Look at that smile on his
I
face.
know, that's why I give them.
I like them.
Yeah, look at that smile on his face.
Enjoy that.
Even Joey got a little bit of a grin out of it. There it is. All right, our Royal fans, we fixing to wrap up for today. We got Daniel sitting over here grinning at me like a pig eating shit now. But until we meet again, it's been a hell of a show. Daniel, you got anything else for me?
Stay weird.
Stay weird. David?
Don't let AI get you.
Yeah, AI responsibly. Joey, behind the mic, you all right?
I'm good.
She's all good.
Joy says she's been dealing with AI for 40 years because of Sister Days there.
Oh, damn.
All right.
All right, y'all.
I would like to thank the whole entire world for absorbing such a special moment.